Okay, cool.
Gosh, y'all are so ridiculous.
Stand
You
by.
started. Yes, but then
Stand
they're gonna get my head.
Stand by.
I am. Do I have to face this way?
So Marsha's in the studio.
Yeah.
And we're doing adventures in parenting.
I missed you, Louise.
I hope so.
I
heard
did.
you and Mike, you were bad talking me.
We were kind of.
And he treated you okay?
He did.
treated
He
you
let
good?
me talk.
I told you not to treat you good. Because, I mean, now you're going to expect that from me.
You're like a boy on the playground, because I know you really like me, you know.
Yeah, but I want to push you down. Let's throw you down. Just like what Jesse said.
That's why I said you're like a little boy on the playground.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, Louise, I've gotten Louise. You see, if you talk to guys nicely and you put on your sexy voice. Louise, I've been working on my sexy voice.
Excellent.
Are you pleased with me?
Yes, I am. Why did I go sexy voice too? I don't know.
You do.
You see
Talk
what
to
you
me
did?
sexy, Louise.
All right. Isn't this a show for...
I can't do this
And the
with a
sexy
straight
voice stuff
face.
is what gets us into the parenting area.
So guys, we are live on Facebook today.
Yes, if you want to see
We are.
Beauty and the Beast, but would you ever call Marsha a beast? That's only for me.
So say hi, we're live.
Toodles!
We should have gone live on like Care Parenting's page, not my personal page, but that's small thing. Small steps, little steps, right?
Okay, cool.
So if, well, I guess these people have a radio. But just talking
I
to these.
sincerely hope so.
That's kind of preaching to the choir here. I was about to say if they don't have a radio and they need to figure it out and whatever, you can check out my page. Oh,
Yeah.
well. But you know what, guys? What you guys can do who are listening is share it on your page. Because, Louise, I'm going to teach you about some Facebook here. While we are live on this, do you know you can go onto your Facebook and you can share it so it can go onto your page. And so anyone who's watching us on Facebook now, they can share. And then, you know, we could go viral and we could be celebrities, you know.
Cool. That's it. Like,
Would you want to go on tour with me?
Second, you know, I don't normally use Facebook much because porn is an issue there, but, you know. But at least they gave me something to aim for, you know.
Yes, you can go on tour with me. Maybe we can share bedrooms.
Oh, cool.
I
Be
knew
fine.
that. I knew that would get
Yes!
you. Agree.
I think my microphone needs Viagra. I'm going to have to... Is this one?
But you see,
You're turning off my microphone. That's what's going on.
You
My
see-
microphone stand just dropped. I mean, what the hell? Come on, you're making me feel shame, man.
You see, now the audience on
You believe what
Facebook
this
gets
microphone
like-
did? I mean,
Wait, no, let me tell
Alright,
you, I
so-
think our Facebook Live is already going to be awesome.
you know, we're drifting off the topic. Let's
We
get
are.
back
Okay,
to...
fine. Parenting.
What kind of parenting?
If we
Single
must.
parenting, we said.
Yeah, so we're talking about single parenting. Oh, wait. Before we go on to parenting, you know, we had a big up sweet chick who not here.
Oh, yes.
Jessie Lee, who's
Jess.
not feeling well.
What you feeling?
Her throat's unhurting, and she couldn't sleep last night. She fussing.
When school starting? She's not going to school.
She's not going to school, so she's fine.
Oh my God. Poor Jessie, she can't fake out of school. she lives in school, poor
I
thing.
know, but what she did fake out is coming to see you.
Oh,
Boom.
stung.
That's just a low
That's
blow there.
dumb.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
Get back
You know
to
what?
single parenting.
Okay, fine. But no,
Right.
we're supposed to, she wanted a shout out. So can you shout
So-
her out? Tell her you missed
Hi,
her.
Jess, I missed you and you didn't come out today. I'm disappointed. Hope we didn't fake it, but I'd be really upset.
So Jessie Lee, we love you.
So, what's here about single parenting?
Now, wait, Chester, now what you need to do is take off your radio now, because we're going to talk about something you can't hear. Because, you know, it's not like home where we could stick the headphones
Yeah,
over her
correct.
and be like, okay, now you go hide under the table. Guys, this is where Jessie normally hides. I don't know. We could test the theory. Jessie Lee, this is your mummy speaking. Now it's time for you to end your radio and go and watch television or something. So single parenting. What is your take on it?
My take on
Or you
it?
want to hear my take on it first?
Well, I don't know. Let's hear
You'll
your
be
take.
like, are you gonna really be like Mikey and let me talk?
Well,
I was
I
looking
wouldn't go
forward.
that far, but
Okay,
you try.
so there is actual statistics that says children do better when they lose a parent to death than if they lose a parent to divorce. So, you know, they handle parental
That's why
separation.
wives want to kill their husbands.
Oh, jeez.
It's really for the children.
It really is. If we
Okay,
kill,
now I understand.
If we kill you, then our children fare better in life.
Go ahead.
So and a lot of people were like, what? That's crazy, blah, 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 blah. Now they have a bunch of theories still ongoing, trying to figure out why. Because death seems like a pretty serious thing, right? So why is it that children are actually faring better if they lose a parent to death than parental separation. And I might have a theory because I think that I'm really smart and I might have that breakthrough theory.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So here's my theory. Right? You remember long ago, divorce and stuff used to be taboo. Being a single parent and stuff.
Now it's
used
kind of
to
passé,
be, right. And all these things were taboo, so we took it seriously. Like, you took their feelings into consideration because it was such a big deal. But now it's not such a big deal. It's kind of like, oh, everybody's a single parent, get over it, she'll be fine. But the human being's emotion hasn't necessarily evolved. We've just made dysfunction normal.
So how does that tie into making death better, though?
Because when someone dies, we tend to pay attention to the child. So we make sure they're okay. We understand if they're acting out. We maybe take them to therapy. There's all these things. But when it's just...
Your father died because he didn't really love you.
Yeah, but that never happens.
Really?
No.
Well, like only my parents.
The parents are alive, dummy.
No one
so they
died.
Obviously didn't say...
One died.
They obviously didn't say that to you.
One died.
But they didn't say that to you when one died. What age did one die?
I was like, I don't know, I was young. I was like, I don't know, 30. All right, go ahead. So they pamper the child because one parent dies, so they grow up better.
Yes, because you take it on, and so you give them the necessary tools to grieve, etc.
I was a divorced husband. I pamper the crap out of my son.
Which is probably why he's turned out the way that he's turned out, which is good. That's my point, doofus.
But most single men pampered it, the little time they get.
You're not letting me get to talk? Oh my gosh, I have a headache already.
You get it on like if it's your show. Go ahead.
It's my show. It's my 30 minutes. I have squatted on your show. It is now mine. Don't you know how squatting laws work?
All right, go ahead. Explain your point of view.
So when we just pass off parental separation as laissez-faire, like it's just... you don't have any real reason to be getting on the way because it's so normal now. So we don't take the time to really allow the kids to grieve properly, and we don't make it a big deal anymore. But it is a big deal to the kids still, and we do need to take the time to really let them express themselves and
But you don't think if you're getting divorced that you shouldn't try to make it a big deal because you'll traumatize them even more?
Well, I'm saying make it a big deal, but not make the negative part a big deal, but allow them to express themselves.
What's the good part of divorce?
Well, I don't know. Well,
you get to go to two houses, two Christmases, 2 Easters.
Something. But you need to be able to at least allow them to grieve. So we need to, in my case, right, when we went to therapy, because I go to therapy, because I have no problems admitting...
I can understand why you need to go to therapy.
You're not helping my whole remove the taboo of therapy. You don't help any of my causes. You really don't,
I'm not here to.
You're
I'm here
so
to make fun of you. Go ahead.
At least you finally admitted it.
Yes.
And that it's not real sense coming out of your mouth.
I'm very honest. I'm very honest.
Right. So when we went, like Jesse, we do therapy and stuff. And so the therapist says, the counselor says, and by the way, this is free therapy. I thought they feel it's because I'm rich and that's why.
I just hope you get your money's worth.
Nah, man, the government have good services, really good stuff going on, right? Yeah? All free. Free. And she says to me, Marsh, but she didn't say Marsh. I think she said Marsha. I don't know if it's close yet to say Marsh.
Right, okay.
She said, he impatient, huh?
I'm giving you your 5 minutes for your wasted
Right. Let me talk fast. So she says to me, I'm concerned about how strong Jessie is at such a young age. That's why she's been through a lot. It's like, yeah, but she needs to be able to grieve. She needs to be able to not handle her emotions. Because at 7, she has to be, And so when we decide to open up the floodgates to say, well, Jessie, what do you really feel? And boy, Israel floodgates, crying all the time. Yes, and then you really got to feel everything that was going on in her mind. And one thing she said, and we're going to end on this note, because I know you had to go on a break, I know you need to pee-pee.
I made
at your age.
Yeah, I have to check my depends. You never know. You never know what you can find in there. Get Disneyland and stuff.
But one thing she said was, how would my daddy feel if, she forgot him? Because she feels that it may be less painful to not have a relationship with him. Imagine that, at 7 years old. She come to this all on her own. And Shupit me went and, encouraged her to have the relationship. And her whole thing is at 7, she's considering his feelings. When she should just be considering playing Lego or Barbie.
Agreed.
So
And
go and come
actually quite that is
insightful. You see what happens when you let me speak? We have a
I know, I have to stop that. Fine, we're gonna take a break and come back. And who knows, she might be more insightful.
You gonna fix your mic on the break?
Maybe.
Give it some Viagra?
I have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it intravenously though. No? Back in the flash.
So now, you're still on live. Live doesn't get paused, by the way. But that's
why?
Okay. No, but
Is
that's
like
okay.
a limit? It's like 2 minutes?
No.
Live
You just be cool, man. You just be cool. You have to pretend that the camera. This is how lives work. You pretend that the camera is not rolling. You think you can do that? No, because now you're mute. Are you shy because the unlike radio, you could say anything you want and it'll be fine. This is like the first time you get to say anything you want and not get buffed. All of a sudden he's quiet, guys. I promise you, he's normally not this quiet. Like, you know what I mean? You're making me into a liar.
I'm setting you up.
You are. You're really like one of those little boys on the playground, eh? Come, we can do this. We can do this. And as soon as you stand up.
Exactly. I'm not doing it.
This is going to be a very boring break.
No, it's not.
If you say nothing.
What
is it that we were talking about? We were talking about something before we went on. The girl. Did y'all know that Louise went into jail and he had Botox done? Let's reveal all his secrets.
Would you believe? She's airing my dirty laundry in public.
We are.
Which is normally you have to listen to the radio to hear.
But now they get to like our pages to hear. This could make us more money, Louise.
Yes.
I told you there are people 11. There's this girl, right? She's literally walking through the supermarket. I guess she has a selfie stick or something, right? And she is telling people about, she's fed up of having her kids basically in for summer, right? So she goes, the parents that are complaining that teachers want too much. Could you just shut up? Because quite frankly, I'm gonna give the if you want a new shower, you want a bath mat, anything you want, I'm gonna put on your list and give it to you because you're about to take my goddamn kids from home.
I'm sorry, I disagree with that. I find teachers are too whiny.
Listen, the point is...
They work a few hours a day, they get how much holidays every year?
You are missing the point. You're missing the point.
Then you have to take on with British children?
You're missing the point.
That's
not the point.
They get all these holidays for doing that.
That was not the point.
What the point is?
The point was she had...
A selfie stick.
11 million views.
Oh, you said 11 million views.
11 million views.
Now I get your point.
Now you understand my point. And now it's her just walking through the grocery.
And how's she making money with that? How are you making money with this?
Well, because YouTube pays you.
Because my beauty is going to be, I want to know.
You want to make it right. So I'm going to explain it to you if you will shut up.
I wouldn't shut up yourself. First your time I wasn't talking, now shut up.
Agreed. Okay. Confused.
When I first meet them, I said, Louise, oh my God, I love your sense of humor. They get to know me, it's like everything is a joke to you. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
3 months, more or less.
The point
on average. Span of my relationship.
2.5 months?
3.
3?
Yes, okay.
My longest was 4 months.
Unless it's Christmas, then,
My longest was 4 months.
Myself,
What's the shortest relationship?
Break up like maybe like second week in December. Maybe get back together in January,
Why would you get back? You're a carnival guy. Why would you get back together in January? That makes no sense. How much free costume you give away? That's what I'm gonna say. How much free costume you give away? Let's date Louise in January. Get a free costume.
Get it?
Yeah.
There's motive to her madness. And there's a lot of madness there.
But there's a lot of motive. You have to admit. I'm sensible.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make you money.
Okay, I won't go that far, but yes. Right, so we have one song going on here. Before we talk too much into this, we're going in after this, right?
Yeah. You know, last week, right? We went on break and forgot to come back because we were talking so much. You see, not everybody's as focused as you
love
are.
Mikey over me,
No, I did not. I can't. You are my only love.
Yes, I will do
you are. It's just that you're so focused, right? You're so disciplined. You have this thing under like the timing and me and Mikey get in conversation and forget we was on radio. Real drama,
That's Mikey here. I love him, so I want to shoot him.
Totally forgot we were on radio. And he was like,
Mikey has his own time. He don't have standard time or daylight saving time. No, he only have micros time. This is whenever Mike wants to do things, he does.
I know he said he was like, I don't wake up before 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's Mike.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard, that's what he is.
Well, you're an overworked bastard. It's not his fault. you choose to have 1,000,001 stuff. You tell me you're going on vacation. What are you going on vacation to do? To work on another business.
Yes.
So this is no one else to blame but you.
It's my fault.
Why are you speaking?
Why is my fault?
Why are you speaking to your headphones? You just
My
spoke
fault.
into
No,
your
it's
headphones.
kind of talk. I mean, look, the song almost finished.
Okay.
Get ready to talk some parenting stuff.
All right, what are we talking
The
about?
parenting guru.
I'm not the parenting guru. Stop
right.
calling me that. I am.
Where we reach by the way before the break?
We're talking about Jessie's experience with her dad.
All right.
And how when you allow her to speak, you know, how all these...
We had a party that backed into single parenting, remember that?
Well, it's not necessarily single parents. Well, yes, we can. Yeah.
Well,
Right,
we
you're
can
right, you're
have
right.
some-
All right, no,
People
no. That's why I
your
need paper.
issues. It's
That's
supposed
what...
to be
that's what-
everybody's issues.
No, because people learn from my issues.
Like learn what?
That they're not alone.
No, alone?
That's a big thing.
Yes, I guess you're right.
Gosh, you're such a man.
That's why you have group therapy. And I don't do group therapy thing. Group sex maybe not therapy.
This is why you're supposed to have
And there's one rule of group sex.
This is why you're supposed to give me paper.
The
Give me
other
paper.
guy is north and you always south.
Can
and
you
he's
just
south
give
and
me
you're
papers? Give me pen, I mean, so I could write down, so I could keep focused. Single parents,
Okay, well, we have like 21 seconds.
Yeah, I can write and talk.
Stand by. And we're back.
We are.
We're back to you.
It's Rebel and Sweet Chick. Making your day. I know you like my voice, you know.
Yeah, she's back with the sexy voice. She's trying to throw me off my game.
I am. Is it working?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
So
you
get back to single parenting.
Well,
To keep on
Hart,
track, you know.
Hart
Because Mikey was just like too loose with her, man. You know, she
My
just...
sexy voice worked on Mikey too well.
And, boy, I
Right.
can imagine.
It did.
So
Nothing
let's-
works on you. I
Oh.
bring you all kind of stuff and it don't work on you.
You know, because if I don't keep you on track, you know, I'm going to get buff.
Fine.
So, okay, let's get back to
single
your
parenting, right? So there are two things to take out of it, take away from this. You have to allow them to express their feelings, because when you turn
Who's
on
this,
that,
the children? Or the wives?
dummy.
Because they, okay.
This is not a bashing wives thing.
No, I just want to know.
This is not a bashing.
Because normally you start talking about divorce is a man bashing thing.
No, we bashing nobody, because
Okay.
I'm a mature girl.
Alright.
I don't do the man bashing, and I don't
Okay.
expect men to do the woman bashing.
Alright.
Right?
Kind of fun though.
Says him while biting his finger like a little child. Sometimes I really wonder how old you are, you know. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so the second thing is, so the first thing was to allow the children to really express their emotions, you know, because they sometimes watch and they feel like they need to be strong because they're seeing their moms going through a lot and they don't want to add the pressure. So, you know, they feel they need to be their savior of sorts or not add pressure to an already pressurized
You think maybe you're giving
situation.
kids too much credit? Because
I am not.
At Jesse's age, I won't be studying all that.
But I just told you she was concerned about how her dad would feel. Why in the
Well,
world
she
would
may be an exceptional child, the average child, you think,
I
thinking
am.
on all that?
Yes, they are. Oh my gosh.
You won't feel because their child is one way, everybody else's child is so.
Do you need me to pull the statistics and all of that? I didn't walk so prepared because normally with you I don't have all this time to talk.
Alright, fine, we go back to the you're not getting chance to talk.
Jeez.
Things to talk.
Jeez. And the second thing is it something I feel like, I don't know, I don't think that it happens with men as much. Maybe I might be wrong. This is where you could chime in. Chime, not take over.
Alright.
Right?
We drink too much or sometimes.
No,
you
no,
know,
no, no, no,
just-
no, no, I haven't finished. This is what you're chiming in on. Have you ever gotten like the message on Happy Mother's Day where you're a dad? Because I get the Happy Father's Day on Father's Day all the time. Because people say you're doing 2 jobs and so you should get Happy Father's Day. And I always go, dude, I'm not her
I
father.
never got happy Mother or Father's Day. I'm a terrible
That
parent,
might just be
apparently.
you.
Terrible
In my
parent.
case, I get a bunch of Happy Father's Day messages on Father's Day. And I
How
always,
does that make you feel?
and I tell them, I was like, well, guys, I'm not her dad. And I cannot be her dad. And then people roll their eyes and they say, why are you being like that? And I say, you know, the biggest mistake single mothers make is to somehow think that you're strong enough and you're good enough and you're better than everybody that you could fill 2 roles. Like, you cannot fill 2 roles unless you have something below there that I don't know about.
What does
You're
that have
not-
to do with being...
Because
that's ridiculous.
No,
You're
you
talking
can't.
crap now.
Because girls need... Because kids...
No, because you're creeping me out.
No,
what does that have to do with
kids
being
need a guy. Because kids need...
Yeah, but I
kids need
mean-
a dad. They need a dad.
Yeah, but
or
that's
they need a
nothing to do
man... Well,
So like,
I was
like,
just being
like, so like
visual.
gay couples then. Well,
Oh gosh.
they can't have
No,
a child.
Well,
And you have two of those things, so be twice as good.
they're gonna have to find a female role model.
It necessarily has to be a male and a female. It can't be just like two people who love you.
No, you need to have a female role
You're
model.
wrong.
I'm not
You're
saying
wrong.
that. You need to have a female role model because there are gaps that the male species cannot fill and there are gaps that the female species cannot fill. So you have to have, so even if I never get remarried, she
So
has
why-
to have
why-
a strong
why-
male role model in her life.
Love is love. Why did it have to be a female love and a male
Because
love?
there
It can't
are
be two
things,
female
there
loves
are
and two male loves.
things that you simply cannot fulfill. You cannot think like a woman, and I cannot
Some men
communicate
can
like
and
a
think
man.
they do. Some men
They
can and
think they do, but they don't.
How do you?
They
I mean,
don't.
because they don't have boobies and no, come on.
They don't have the necessary things, the necessary organs.
I've seen
the
someone
necessary...
born that look get pretty close. Let me tell you.
Aside.
I know I'm
Just
saying.
agree with me.
Yes, no, I'm not agreeing
So
with you.
you don't agree. So you
No,
don't agree.
I
You
think
don't
that
agree.
love is the key word, and it could be, like now on TV, I saw
So
a
you
very
think
good
that you
ad
can
the
do
other day.
everything that your ex-wife can do? There's no need to bring a strong female presence into your, well, not at his age necessarily, but let's pretend that he was like 5.
I don't necessarily know
And
why.
he can grow up in a world full of men,
Why it has
with
to
no
be,
woman close to
because
him, and be
I
a balanced individual.
I have gay friends, gay friends that have kids, and they're like the most well-adjusted, and it's two guys.
But do
and
they grow up in a world full of men with no female presence and no female influence, no strong female people?
I'm not seeing where that is an issue. Love and good guidance, regardless of whether it's male or female, as far as I'm concerned, is good parenting. I don't think parenting necessarily has to have a gender. It has to have love.
But it's socialization. There must be someone.
There must be keeping your child home and talking about socialization.
My child isn't kept at home. She
yes,
is homeschooled.
homeschooling.
Does
So
not
that
mean
she
she is
being
kept at home.
socialized.
No, because my child goes out all the time. We do math in the fruit stall.
Yes, but she has to mingle with kids her own age.
She mingles with kids her own age
and
all the
supervised
time.
by you.
It's called homeschooling group. No. This is, we explained the theory about the forest already to you. Now you're going off again because we're talking
Anyhow,
about
I'm just saying that I don't think that gender really matters when it comes to raising kids. I think that once
gender
love
matters when it comes to raising a society. You cannot have a bunch of men running around because then we will not have enough EQ. We will not have enough emotion.
What are you talking about? Population-wise? Or
Well, that's why I said, even if it's two gay couples, there must be a female somewhere in the mix that can help bring that area that they cannot bring, unless they're going to some kind of therapy to learn how to feel like a
we're running out
woman.
of time because I would like to talk more about what exactly is the difference in the father's love and the mother's love. But we don't have the time to get into that, so maybe next week, Monday, we could talk about that.
Maybe. I shall do that. I'm going to do that. We didn't even get a chance
to
talk
let's
Woman
talk about the
Magazine. You're such a putt sometimes.
Yes.
The magazine came out on Friday and we were going to go through it because I finally remembered to bring a copy for you.
Does it have a centerfold?
Does it have a what?
A centerfold. You know,
A centerfold?
I'm showing my age.
Yes, you are. Because our centerfold, our
It's supposed to fold
centerfold,
over like, I don't know, a picture of you in something, kind of
our
see-through.
centerfold is about mental illness.
Well, I'll do the see-through
And
thing
guess
if you
what?
want,
Look.
but
It's
have
about
to
the
shave first,
emotions. It is about the emotions that grandpas historically were not able to show
Okay.
and need to start to show.
No.
But if there are no women to show them, they can't. Because that's something that women bring to the table. Just like there's a firm hand that men bring to the table.
Yes,
the
a
mother's
man's hand always
That's why you're
grabbing on the
foot.
foot. I know, my hand always on the foot.
Guys, it's been great.
Yeah, we gotta wrap
Don't
it up.
listen to Louise Hart
I
and any
hope
man
you
to
guys,
the parenting.
enjoyed our show today. And, you see, I'm telling you, you're doing this. You understand?
Wait, are you trying to say that my sexy voice is making your mic fall?
You understand?
It should make your mic rise.
It should, eh? You would think so. But witness it on Facebook. All right, guys, we gotta go. Don't forget,
Wednesday column.
And
Wednesday
we're
column.
still waiting on the TV show.
Yes, it's coming soon.
It's coming soon. And she'll be back
But
very
I
soon.
go on Facebook Live all the time, and people always enjoy my Facebook Live. So Wednesdays at 9 are my Facebook Lives. Sundays at 6 Facebook Lives. So you can hear me talk without Louise.
Who was that? Really? Come on.
Care Parenting, Marsha Riley. That's all.
Ciao.
Catch you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.